So I'm actually going to go ahead and tilt the camera down and show you guys what I'm working on. Let me grab some gloves and some goggles. And like I said, I'm just keeping it super simple today. I'm not going to do anything fancy on my first live back. And I'm just going to make a charcoal soap. So who here likes charcoal soap? Charcoal soap's one of my favorite soaps. And the thing I like about it, well, first of all, I love black. Black's just one of my favorite colors. But also I love the kind of like light exfoliation it gives the soap. So it just makes your soap kind of just gently exfoliate. And so, yeah, I'm just going to make a solid charcoal soap today. Nothing fancy. Hey, everyone. Thanks for watching. So, those of you joining me, it's kind of been a crazy morning on Facebook land. Facebook was out for like, well, I don't know if they officially said how long, like 40 something minutes or something. So I was ready to go live and I was like, okay, here I go. I'm doing it. It's been a while. I'm doing it. And then like Facebook is down. So I was like, oh, is the universe just like messing with me today? This is fun. But no, it's back up. Everything's good. Okay, I'm going to flip you guys around and turn the camera down, and then we're going to just make some simple charcoal soap. Hi, everyone. So give me just a minute here. Let's see. Flip. Okay. Oh, you know, I'm not going to be able to see questions very well. Oh, that's okay. If I don't answer your question on the live, I will definitely go back and look at the questions and see if we have any that need to be answered. Hey, everyone. Okay. I might even try standing up here. Let's see. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so let me get these out of the way. We don't need those. I've got my goggles and gloves. Now, if you are completely new to soap making, at Lovin Soap, you can find a free guide that walks you through all the steps, has some recipes for you, and has a lot of really good information if you're like completely new to soap making. So I'll post that link here in a bit. And if you're new, definitely go download that. There's some recipes and just some pictures and all kinds of good info. Okay. So I did my Lye Solution earlier. When I soap, I like to soap 110 degrees Fahrenheit or lower, depending on what I'm doing. You know, heat really affects the movement of your soap. The hotter your soap, the faster it's going to move to trace. And so if you're doing an intricate swirl or something like that, then you definitely want to soap cooler. Okay. All right, so here's my Lye Solution, and I just took the temperature, and it's nice and low. It is 98 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's not going to be an issue at all. And then I'm going to prepare my oils. Okay, so when I do my soap making, what I like to do is I like to multi-batch, and I have a video of that on YouTube, but I batch out all of my hard oils and butters in one container, and then I batch all of my liquid oils in a master batch. And so that just makes it a little easier to, to make it when I'm ready. I can kind of line up several batches and then get it all done. Okay, so I'm just going to melt those. And hey guys, if you're joining me, I am just making a simple batch of charcoal soap today. I know Facebook is being really wonky, so I don't even know if anyone's watching, but I just figured I'd go for it. So I see a few people. Hey guys. So also tell me what you're working on today. Are you making soap today? Okay, and I'm just melting my hard oils and butters. This is my coconut and my shea butter, and I will also share the recipe with you guys, but it's a pretty basic recipe that I use at Lovin Soap. It's 30% coconut, 10% shea butter, 40% olive oil, 12% rice bran, and 8% avocado oil. And I'll type all that out for you guys and share it with you once I'm done with the live. But it's a nice slow moving recipe. Like it's high in olive oil, rice bran, and avocado. Those are all pretty slow moving. It's palm free for those of you that want palm free, and it's vegan. Chop this butter up a little bit. Hi everyone. Hey Tracy. If you're just joining me, we are making charcoal soap, nothing fancy, just kind of a simple batch. Hopefully Facebook is working for you guys. It was down this morning. People were freaking out. I was freaking out because I was ready to go live and I was like, oh, I can't go live. It's not working. What's happening? So yeah, it was down. They had some server issues. Well, they had another issue that turned into a server issue, but all right. Next time I have to bring my iPad down here so I can see the comments, but I can kind of see them. All right, so I'm just melting. Actually, that looks pretty good. I think that'll finish melting as I stir. So my Lye Solution's ready to go. It's a nice temperature. Just melting my oils. And like I said, this is the coconut and the shea butter. And then to this, I'm gonna add my master batch oils. So in here, I have 5 batches worth of olive oil, avocado oil, and rice bran oil. And so I know that I just have to add 540 grams for my batch. So, and I always shake it before. If you're master batching, definitely give it a shake. Although these oils are all pretty similar. So it's actually been a really long time. I mean, it's been months since I've made soap. I don't sell anymore, so it's, you know, I just don't feel like I should be making a bunch of soap. I do donate a lot though, but it's just been a while, and then with the kids and just life. So for the scent, I'm gonna use an essential oil blend. I'm gonna do like some citrus, so this is orange. I'm gonna add some Litsea because Litsea is a good anchor for your citruses. It helps that citrus stay in your soap. As long as I can find my Litsea. Let's see. I usually have Litsea around. All right, I can't find it, so I'm gonna do orange and patchouli. Patchouli is another essential oil that's nice for anchoring your citruses. And, okay, so orange, patchouli, and let's see what else I got. I'm gonna add a little mint. Orange, patchouli, and mint. Let's see how that smells. Okay. So like I said, I'm doing charcoal today, and if you're doing like a solid color charcoal soap, you can go ahead and add your charcoal to your oils. That way you can get them all mixed in. One thing you should never do is add your charcoal to your water because it repels water, and so you'll just have an absolute mess in your bowl. So never add charcoal to your Lye Solution. Add your charcoal to your oils. It makes it a lot easier to mix in. Let me find a measuring spoon. Okay, so as far as how much to add, I usually do about 2 tablespoons in 32 ounces of oil. And it's totally a matter of preference. Like, do you want kind of a light color? Do you want a dark color? So that's 5 grams. That was probably about a tablespoon, maybe a little more. But I want super dark. I'm going to do 8 grams, and then we can kind of see what that looks like. Okay. All right, I'm going to put my gloves and goggles on. And I'm going to go ahead and mix this up a little bit. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And then let's take the temperature to make sure it's not too hot, but it shouldn't be because I melted my coconut oil and shea butter. And then I added my liquid oils, and that's just going to help everything kind of cool down. Okay, so that's at 95. I know our Lye Solution is nice and cool. I'll take its temperature. Yeah, it's 92, so it's perfect. Okay. So charcoal soap's fun. You can, I mean, you can't make medical claims, of course. You can make cosmetic claims if you're labeling as a cosmetic, but I like to say it's lightly exfoliating, kind of like how baking soda just kind of barely exfoliates. A lot of people will say it's good for acne. Of course, we can't ever label our soap like that, like it treats acne or anything, but if you're making it just for personal use or for friends and family. And like I said, I just like black. So like, it's an awesome ingredient for when you're making like soap for Valentine's. Valentine's. It's the opposite of Valentine's. For Halloween. So like I do a witch's brew soap and I use charcoal in it and like get it the like most darkest I can get it. I guess you could do like a Valentine black heart soap or something, right? Hey everyone. Hey Tony. Now this is pretty dark for charcoal, but also I know if I force this through gel phase, so I'll actually put it in the oven and make it go through gel phase, and that's going to make it even darker. My stick blender is horrible. Did y'all see all the bubbles it was doing? It's a KitchenAid. It's cordless. I love it. But man, it puts a lot of bubbles in the mixture. And y'all can see how like slow moving this recipe is. Those low temperatures help it move slow, and just the high amount of like olive oil in it. It's a really good swirling recipe. Bubbles are horrible. So I'm just at a really light trace. I can barely see it. I could go ahead and pour this in the mold if I wanted to. I'm just going to take it a little further. Oh my gosh. So I am going to stir it a bit so I can pop some of these bubbles. And I might just have to get a new stick blender. Because they just kind of show up when you cut. You know, you can just kind of see them. If you get a lot of bubbles as you're mixing, you can just kind of hand stir and it'll pop them. So it's just kind of a aesthetic issue. It's not going to hurt your soap or anything. But man, this stick blender wasn't that cheap. So it's kind of like, oh man. Maybe I'll try and buy a new attachment for it first and see if that helps. I don't know. All right, let me see if we have any questions. Hey, everyone. All right, so we're just making charcoal soap today if you're just joining me. So I'm going to pour it into this mold, and this is my absolute favorite mold. It's a tall and skinny mold from Nurture Soap. Lots of suppliers sell something similar though, but the liner comes out. It has the holes at the bottom that helps you push it out. They also have fancier ones that come apart, but I mean, this works fine. You know, you just kind of put your fingers in there, you can push it out. It works perfect. These molds work great for oven processing your soap. So like I said, I'm going to force this through gel phase. And yeah, these hold up really well to that. So, and to do that, in case you haven't ever done that, you just turn your oven on, and it varies by oven. Like if your oven's hot, you're going to turn your oven on, put your soap in. You can turn it on to its lowest setting if it has, like mine is like 170. And so I'll put it on 170, put my soap in, and then I'll turn it off. And then I'll just keep an eye on my soap and see if it starts gelling. Sometimes it needs a little more heat, so I'll turn it back on. So it's just kind of like watching it to see how much heat it needs, because you don't want it to get too much or it could volcano and cause issues. But once you kind of get a feel of like how your oven does, because I used to have my old house, it was a different oven, and I could just leave the heat on and it was low enough where as soon as it hit gel phase and all gelled, I just turned it off and let it, you know, get hard in the oven. My oven here it seems a little hotter, so I don't usually leave it on because I've had some issues with the soap getting way too hot. I just love the solid black soap. I just think it looks so pretty. Next time, I'm going to try and do a Facebook Live every Tuesday. It's kind of my goal for this year. It is hard, you know, with small kids and never know what's going on. I swear they're sick like every week during the season. It's insane what they pick up from preschool and kindergarten. But we'll just see how it goes. Okay. So that is looking good. We can flatten it out. I love playing with the texture on the charcoal soap. It's not quite thick enough, so I won't be able to do it while I'm on camera with you guys, but I'll let it set for a few minutes and just kind of keep an eye on it. And once it gets nice and thick, where it holds its shape, I'll do some texture with my teaspoon over here. And maybe I'll video that so I can show you guys. But even just doing like a texture like this, like tapping it with the spatula, you could even go like diagonal too if you wanted, kind of create a cool pattern. I don't know if y'all can see that on camera or not. Yeah, so that looks cool. Okay, that's it. I told you guys Facebook has been so wonky, so I was just gonna come on and do like a really quick, easy project today, and just say hello. Hopefully you'll see me more in the group. But I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys being a part of the group. And like I said, if you're new to soap making, visit lovinsoap.com, and there's a free soap making guide you can download that has some recipes and lots of good information if you are new. All right, that's it, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.